So, if you want to talk about something good, something positive that's happening right now in Habland, then look no further than a guy that's quickly becoming a fan favorite around here, Joshua Waugh. Alright? This guy has drastically improved his play this season. It's been a great story, and in this video, we'll look at some highlights and take a look at just how good Waugh has been. And spoiler alert, he's been pretty damn good. But first, before we begin, if you're a fan of the Habs or just watching Xavier Seminole destroy Milan Lucic, then please consider subscribing to my channel as I upload a ton of hockey content and would really enjoy having some more of you grasshoppers tag along for the ride. Now, Joshua Waugh. When you say it really fast, it sounds like Joshua Waugh. He was drafted by the Montreal Canadiens in 2021, pretty much right meow, in the 5th round. And this made complete sense at the time. The guy was a point per game player in the QMJHL. He was just coming off a season where he had 18 points in 20 games. Nothing special, nothing too crazy. And you know, at that point in the draft, these players are a bit of a gamble anyway, eh? It's not very often you're going to pull a Brendan Gallagher out of the 5th round or an Andrei Markov out of the 6th round. But every once in a while, you're going to get a sick deal. I'm not saying Waugh is going to be one of these guys, because for all I know, he may put up just as many points in the NHL as I did. 0. But as of right now, today, he's looking pretty good. According to this article here from A Winning Habit, Waugh's talent was never questionable. It was there. He did have the skills, but people were criticizing Waugh's workout habits, his commitment, all that good stuff. Another area that he needed to work on was his defensive play at his own end of the rink. Then our boy, Waugh, well, he listened. What do you know? He changed his lifestyle. He worked a little harder. He worked on his nutrition, He'd tear the skin off his KFC chicken and give that shit to his dog, and he'd eat the rest. That kind of stuff, and it worked. His game improved immensely. Taking a look at his stats from this season, Waugh has 45 points in 25 games. That's a pretty big jump there, boys. Holy squirrel turds. That's good enough to put him at 2nd in the queue right now in points, behind only Felix Lafrance, who's just 2 points ahead of him at the time. And it's also worth pointing out that Felix is a couple years older than Waugh as well. So there's that. Get out of here, Felix. Jeez. Now, if you look further down the list here on the QMJHL scoring leaders, we've also got some other Habs prospects doing well, which is good to see, and we're going to talk about that a little later. But at 18 years old, our boy, Waugh, really looks like he's reached another level with his game this year. He looked good at training camp during Montreal's preseason, and it definitely transitioned nicely into the Q, where he's just pretty much gone on a rampage here in the scoring race. It's worth noting that he's been doing so well that it even caught the attention of Team Canada, who are trying to assemble a team for the World Juniors this year. And back during the summer, nobody would have guessed that, okay? That was a long shot. He wasn't even a thought for the World Juniors. But he was invited. Unfortunately, he was one of the last cuts and didn't make the team. But overall, you still got to be proud of him, because that World Junior team is stacked, full of first-round draft picks. And just the fact that Waugh, being a 5th-round draft pick and getting an invite at 18 years old, speaks volumes about his progression throughout the year. Now, if he continues to play this well for the remainder of the season and has a strong start next year, then I'm willing to bet that he's going to crack the World Junior lineup next season for Team Canada as a 19-year-old, if everything continues at this pace. Anyway, back to the list. Let's take a look at some more of these Habs prospects in the Q scoring race, shall we? We also got Xavier Seminole, who's got 42 points in just 22 games, but unfortunately for Xavier, the guy just got injured, okay? He's going to be out for the next 4 to 6 weeks, which means he's going to plummet out of this race by the time he gets back. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. At number 9, we also got a Hab draft pick named Riley Kidney here, because you could never have enough kidneys. Kidney is another 18-year-old pup, and he's got 39 points in 28 games so far this year, which is not too shabby at all. So to put this into a bit of perspective here, Kidney was actually drafted this year as well by Montreal in the second round. Yeah. So when you take a look and you compare the stats between Riley Kidney and Joshua Wah is definitely not doing too bad for a 5th round pick. Anyway, guys, that does it for this video. If you've got anything you'd like to add about Joshua Wah or any of the other prospects, or anything at all for that matter, let me know down in the comment section because, hey, I enjoy reading what you assholes gotta say. Thanks for watching, and hey, see ya.